Welcome back to Big Bacon's Collection. It's Military Monday here in the Bacon Bunker. So today, we're going to be looking at the G.I. Joe Classified Target exclusive Python Patrol Officer, which isn't actually a Python Patrol officer. Anybody familiar with the old series, the old vintage ones, knows that when they came out with the Python Patrol Trooper, that they used the officer as the base for that trooper. So, yeah, it was a officer mold, but it was labeled as a trooper. Same thing happens here. It's an officer. Officer body. It's a repaint of the officer. They actually named him an officer. But sticking with that vintage mindset, they should have been the trooper. Regardless, though, as always, we're going to look at the packaging, bust him out, check out the accessories, check him out, do his articulation, gear him up, and get him on the shelf. So, top of the box. Cobra logo, number 56. Got the same art that was on the original officer, just done with a Python Patrol paint scheme. Python Patrol emblem here. G.I. Joe Classified, Python Patrol Officer. This side, you've got the number again, 56. You've got the cheap-ass Lazy Man's file card. This side, you have the additional artwork that, once again, is copied from the original one. Stupid script. An ass load of more stupid script. And probably the stupidest idea ever. A graphic that means absolutely nothing to anybody. Seriously, people, come on. So many opportunities, so many things you could have done back here. But no, you chose to do shit. Oh well, let's get him out of the box, shall we? And I'm guessing when we get this opened up, there's going to be more stupid script. So here we have him in the carbonite. What do you say we free him from said carbonite? Already, I am not pleased with something. And I know you don't care. You're just here to see the figure. I do appreciate the fact that there is zero tape on this figure. Everything is held in place by friction in the bubble. Okay. Oh, it's magic. Alright, so let's get him standing if we can. Gotta level out those ankles, give him a little bit of a... There we go. Now we're just gonna adjust things a little bit here. So, he comes with the same helmet that the officer came with. Sculpted differently than the trooper helmet. Does have the officer logo, but there's no paint on it at all. He comes with a back harness for a weapon. Done in a gray, it's textured like leather with a nice stamped-in Cobra logo. See rivets and sew points, and a back peg for attachment. Comes with an AK. And mine is bent to shit. You might be asking yourself, why is it all bent to shit? Well, I'll tell you why it's all bent to shit. Because they have cheaped out on the plastic. So, let me understand this, Hasbro. Help me out here. You're going to raise the prices on us. You're going to hide the fact that you're no longer doing quality control by putting cardboard all over it so you can't see it. And then you're going to cheap out by using the cheaper, bendy, rubbery plastic that won't hold shape. That is a business model that, wow, it hurts my head thinking to that level. So the magazine on this does remove, and it barely actually holds in place. Got a paint detail here on the foregrip, none on the pistol grip, none on the stock. We have a peg here that's designed for this. I don't know if this is a laser sighting system or if it's just a flashlight. But it is apparently supposed to just peg in on this thing. And it does do that well. Alright. We have another rifle that is bent to shit. This rifle has a side dock, or side magazine well. And it comes with a second magazine that you can, in theory, pop into place. Yeah, every accessory on this is just rubbery. Don't believe me? Say hello to the pistol that is bent to shit. Same Han Solo looking handle. Does have a little Cobra logo here on the grip. Has a port for blast effects, but comes with no blast effects. And a knife that is bent to shit. Great detailing here on the handle. Blade is done in a reflective silver paint. It does actually reflect light. That's always a nice detail. Onto the figure. So they've changed the skin tone on this from the original. I love the fact that wokeness has decided to make the villains multinational, multicultural, multiracial. It's beautiful. Eyes are painted in there fairly well. Although, nope, it is. It's straight. Baklava done painted in all black. Once again, different head sculpt than the troopers, because it's cloth and not the metal mouthpiece. They've got this funky two-tone crisscross patterned shirt. The entire sculpt is the exact same as the other officer. Pinned arms, because these are reused from the trooper. New torso. Pants, I'm not sure if these are reused, but they're pinned, so I'm guessing they are. Boots, I do love these boots. These are some kick-ass boots. I want boots like this. Paint-wise, I'm not seeing anything that's really... It's got a knife sheath on this leg. Got a belt up here with accessories to hold the light, the spare magazine, the pistol. The harness is actually a separate piece. It does not actually attach to the belt. So, let's check some articulation. Head is on a ball joint, which is on top of a hinge. Allows for that much up, that much down. Great tilt and rotation. Arm hinges up to 90 degrees, rotates all the way around, has a butterfly joint. But mine's really stiff. Doesn't want to bust loose. Have a double jointed pinned elbow, which, because of the forearm sculpt, does not allow for full movement, but does get above 90. Bicep cup for rotation. Hands rotate. Left hand has a a vertical hinge. Right hand has a horizontal hinge. So they've once again made it yet another figure a lefty. Dual trigger fingers, though. He does have the traditional ab crunch, which allows him to bend forward that far, to go back that far. His waist ball, yes, he does have a ball joint at the waist, which if I can get the belt down a little bit, you'll see better. There we have it. So it allows for a little bit more up, forward and back, a little bit more tilt, and rotation. Drop down joint. Allows kicking out that far without the knife in. And yeah, I'm going to work it a few times back and forth before even attempting. Okay, that kicked forward smoothly, no gumminess. So apparently the peg inside is better but the rest of the plastic is scrap. Got a thigh cup for rotation. Double jointed knee. Comes up great range. Boot cut for rotation. I've never noticed that before, but the cut of the boot is actually shaped to fit the pant leg area. And it's more noticeable when you rotate it. Foot hinges back. I said foot hinges. Okay, we're going to try this foot. Foot hinges back that far. Virtually none. Forward that far. Virtually none. But there is a front-facing pin for rocker. So let's gear him up, shall we? Now we're going to peg that in. I think this time we're going to, because in my officer I tend to leave the AK in here and arm him with this little thing. This time we're going to mix it up a little bit. So it does fit in there well. Although this does not like staying in the back. I'll put the extra magazine into the belt. Come on. Look at that. So the entire thing just bent in half on me trying to get it down in there. So, yeah. That's barely in there. Because these are cheap garbage. Gonna put his bent pistol inside of the holster. Inside of the holster. There we go. Put the bent knife down into the sheath. Gonna leave the fully assembled AK. Okay. A little bit of maneuvering. Why do I have... I have stress marks on the trigger finger. Let me say that again for those not paying attention. I have stress marks on a trigger finger. Look at that. Oh, Hasbro. You're very close to just convincing all of us to just stop buying your crap. I hear Hiya is doing a new 4-inch line of modern articulated Joes. And you're doing recreations of the crappy proportioned O-rings. So, yeah, great business decision. There we go. All decked out. Let's get him up on the shelf real quick. And there we have them. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you all next time.